Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. What? Y'all already know, man. Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr. is fight week. Check it. Hey, I'm real excited about this fight, man, because it is a big fight for American boxing. It's happening in America. Los Angeles Staples Center. It is a Showtime event presented by Premier Boxing Champions. Yes, hey, I'm excited, man. Listen, this is gonna be a real good fight, I believe, and I talked a little bit about it, mostly in reference to Robert Easter Jr. This video, I'm gonna talk a little bit about, hey, none other than Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia, man, is a real good boxer. He's had some setbacks in his career, promotion company type stuff, legal boxing, legal stuff. And he's back. He's back in a big way. And it seems like he's trying to cover a lot of ground. He's doing a lot of different things in different weight classes. Hey, big up to the young man. He sees something out there he wants to do. He goes after it. Hey, I gotta take my hat off to a boxer like that, man. And I'm gonna tell you, in this particular fight, and I seen some quotes, because a lot of people saying that he's looking past Robert Easter, just for the mere fact that he's in the media and talking about different other fights. You know what I'm saying? But he made a quote. He say, man, look. He say he's not overlooking Robert Easter Jr. He's just answering questions to the media. That's basically was his answer to that. And I understand where he's coming from. The media asks you a lot of questions, and then they put a lot of these headlines out, different type of propaganda, so to make you think a certain way. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. This guy's been doing it for a while, and he also has in his corner veterans. His brother was a boxer. His dad has been a trainer. So it's like, hey, he got some people in his corner. I doubt highly that he is really overlooking Robert Easter Jr. And I'm going to tell you this, it would be a big mistake. Now, I'm going to tell you this too. Everybody know Mikey Garcia. Man, listen, Mikey Garcia, he is 38-0 with 30 KOs. That's a 79% KO average. Listen, he stands at 5'6" with a 68-inch reach. Now I'm gonna tell you this right here. Everybody know, hey, listen, last few fights that my man fought, Robert Easter Jr., the last, real competition he fought, y'all know, man, look, he had a little trouble with Fortuna, who was a shorter fighter as well. He had a little trouble with the other guy, the Shavakal, who is also a shorter guy. But they were both southpaws. Listen now, Mikey Garcia, hey, he's an orthodox fighter, and he's not as awkward as those guys are. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying he don't have other attributes. He has plenty other attributes, but he is not as awkward. He's an orthodox guy that has a lot of talent. Now, I'm gonna tell you, the thing that I see with this particular fight, Kevin Cunningham is the trainer not right at this for this fight in this training camp with Robert Easter Jr. And the thing that Robert Easter Jr. does, he has a quick jab, man. The guy, he pretty quick. He got quick hands, but he likes to fight in that mid to close range. You know what I'm saying? He likes fighting, and he gives up his height, which is his biggest advantage in this weight class. And I'm gonna tell you, if Robert Easter Jr. fights, if he give up his height and fight at that mid to short range, Mikey Garcia is going to pick him apart. I mean, that's just the bottom line, point blank. Mikey Garcia is very comfortable fighting in that mid-range, man. and that's where his magic happens. You know what I'm saying? He is a great counterpuncher. He's not the traditional type of athletic fighter, but what he knows in the ring, man, is probably miles ahead of some of these guys that's more athletic than him. You know what I'm saying? He translates offense to defense very well. Man, look, he knows his way around that ring. He knows how to conserve energy and still stay relatively busy. You know what I'm saying? That is an attribute that some boxers overlook, man. You know, that is an attribute that a lot of boxers, I'm gonna tell you, that was a magic that Floyd Mayweather had as well, man. Floyd Mayweather know how to conserve energy in the ring and stay busy enough to keep the judges interested in his fight game. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not calling Mikey Garcia Floyd Mayweather, and I'm not saying he fight like Floyd Mayweather. Don't nobody, please don't twist the word. But Mikey Garcia has that same, you know, kind of overlooked attribute, is conserving energy and still staying relatively busy. You know what I'm saying? And that is that type, his type of fight game. Look, Robert Easter Jr. will be tailor-made for him if he fights at that mid to close range. And I mean, that's just the bottom line. Now, something I said in another video, the one I did, you know, talking about Robert Easter Jr., is I really do believe that Kevin Cunningham is going to, I believe he's really going to have Robert Easter Jr. using that jab. Probably he's going to have him doubling it up. He's going to have him varying the jab to where, you know, using it for different things, varying the speed on it, you know, not just using the same speed of jab, but, you know, using it as a rangefinder, using it to keep him at bay. And, you know, I think that that's what Cunningham is going to do. If Robert Easter Jr. can do that effectively and control the distance, man, look, this is going to be a long night for Mikey Garcia. Now, don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Mikey Garcia, I mean, basically is the favorite in this fight. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. I look at him as a favorite in the fight as well. And the reason why I say that, man, first of all, he has more experience. He is 38-0. I don't care if he fought 38 tomato cans. Being in that ring and fighting and not being in the ring and fighting is you know, that experience is a mug, I'm gonna tell you, especially in professional rankings. Now, I'm gonna tell you something that my man Robert Easter Jr. said. He say, man, that he ain't really fought no names. The only person he fought was Adrian Broner. Now, I'm going to tell you, as far as name is concerned and experience, Adrian Broner, when he fought him, was 33-2. You know what I'm saying? So when Mikey Garcia fought Adrian Broner, he was 33-2. And, you know, so I'm going to tell you, that is relatively true. The thing with it is, I mean, he has fought people that are kind of on the same caliber, I say, as Adrian Broner. Now, Adrian Broner is a very talented guy. Make no mistake about it. I don't think I'm downplaying Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is a talented boxer. He has had problems in the past with focus, and inside of the ring, he's had problems with, you know, staying busy during the round, you know, and that could be a stamina issue. But anyway, you know, all that aside, he beat Adrian Broner very soundly. Now, a lot of people don't look at it, but, you know, Roman Martinez, you know, he's not an elite boxer, but he beat him. Roman Martinez was 27-1-2 when Mikey Garcia fought him. He also beat legendary guys like Orlando Salido. Now, Orlando Salido, now you look at his record, is very, very deceptive. Orlando Salido's record was 40-1. 11-2 when he fought him. But this is the thing about Orlando Salido. He started fighting very young, you know, around 15 or 16. You know, you can start pro young in Mexico. And he started young, and, you know, it was like on-the-job training. So he was fighting experienced guys when he was, you know, relatively inexperienced as a professional. So, you know, he did have a lot of losses. But Orlando Salido, make no mistake about it, is a very not only talented guy, he's a workhorse, man. He get in that ring and he works. Hey, but Mikey Garcia outclassed him. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at his resume, I mean, you look at a few guys and you say, well, he beat this guy. Maybe that person wasn't elite. Maybe this person. I mean, but he has beat a lot of these guys that had a lot of experience. Whether you want to believe that it's a name or not, he beat some very experienced guys who were talented. And I'm gonna tell you this: his experience level is far above Robert Easter Jr.'s. Now I'm gonna tell you, Robert Easter Jr., yeah, he's had some pretty tough fights. He fought some guys that were, you know what I'm saying, Comey, real good fighter, man. You know what I'm saying? Javier Fortuna, you know. He fought some guys, but I'm saying the guys he fought and the guys that Mikey Garcia has fought, man, hey, it's really a different league. Now, elite fighters. Adrian Broner is not an elite fighter. If you'll say that, I mean, to me, he hasn't proved that elite status. You know what I'm saying? Because every time he steps up to maybe prove that he's elite, he always fails. I mean, that's just been his MO. That's been his story. You know what I'm saying? I think he has the talent to be elite, but I think because of a lot of different factors in his career, he's failed to do so, and he just have not proven that status. Mikey Garcia is fighting, and I mean, hey, if he keep winning, he may prove his elite status here shortly. You know what I'm saying? Now, Robert Easter Jr., I got to say it, man. I like Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. is 21-0. Professionally, he still has some things to learn. You know what I'm saying? You can still see some things in his game that he needs to improve in that are very obvious. And one of the most important things is using his advantages. You know what I'm saying? And he's a very decent boxer, man. He's a very decent boxer. He's trying to prove his elite status as well. So this fight right here, man, is a portal to that elite status. Either guy, whoever wins this fight, they are on their way to proving themselves as elite. And Robert Easter Jr., man, he's a good fighter, man, but I'm gonna tell you, one of my man said it, man. He said it best. He said, who would dare to be great? I'm gonna tell you, this guy needs to work hard, which I know he will with Kevin Cunningham, and he needs to do exactly what Kevin Cunningham says. And you know, that's his best. That is his best opportunity to win this fight. But with Mikey Garcia, he just needs to be Mikey Garcia, and he needs to try to get Robert Easter Jr. to succumb to fighting in that mid to close range. And I mean, to me, Mikey Garcia has that sold up all the way around the board. So with that being said, man, also I was just looking at some things with the fighters, the height of the fighters that Mikey Garcia fought. And even Roman Martinez was like one of the taller ones. I'm saying, like, he was 5'8", and Juan Carlos Burro, who was 31-2, he won 30 fights, lost one, and had 2 draws when Mikey Garcia fought him. And that guy was 5'8.5". Mikey Garcia beat him by unanimous decision. So, I mean, those guys were the taller guys that he fought. You know what I'm saying? Like 5'8.5", 5'8". You know, he has not really been in with a guy with this stature. You know what I'm saying? And Mikey Garcia knows how to cut distance. Yes, he does. And he is like, man, for one of the fighters that's his age and in the game today, he is a seasoned guy. You know what I'm saying? He, like I said, he had a layoff because of some promotional problems, you know, some legal issues with boxing that he got out of the way. But you know, so he's lost some time, you know, being in the ring, but the man is still a seasoned guy. He's been around the sport for a long time. Probably since he's been able to walk and talk. Probably before he knew how to walk and talk, he was in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. So, you know, his brother was, you know, a fighter, and his dad was training him. So, you know, when he was coming up, he was in that gym. And that's why I believe he is where he is today. You know, despite not being as athletic as some guys in the sport are, he has still been able to outclass them. You know what I'm saying? And make it look relatively easy. Adrian Broner, man, very athletic guy, very talented guy. He outclassed him, man. And you know, but like I say, Adrian Broner, they were about the same height. He has not faced a guy this height, and it's going to be interesting to see how he cuts distance, especially if Kevin Cunningham had Robert Easter Jr. come out with a blistering jab. But we just gonna have to wait and see, man. Look, y'all know how I do this. Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. I do give update highlights during the fight. So y'all tune in with me. If you don't have, it's gonna be on Showtime. If you got Showtime, tune in. If you don't, you got Daddy P. I'm telling you, I give you update highlights while the fight is still going on. I'll give you some update highlights of the first few rounds. If I'm quick enough, I'll try to give you some during the mid rounds, and then once the fight is over, I will give a brief full fight analysis and a few more highlights. So man, y'all rock with your boy. This Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. I will have some more videos for this fight week, man. Y'all know Luis Ortiz is on the undercard. Y'all know I got to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do a video or two more. You know, this fight week, man, I got to represent for the American fighters, man. I got to do that. Also, I will do a prediction after the weigh-in. I do, you know, talk about both fighters, how they looked in the weigh-in, and give a little final prediction, and you know, a few highlights of their past fights. But anyway, this Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Slap that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified every time it goes down. This Daddy P on the corner, in the corner. What?